Hi dear students, let's see this question that was asked in KVPY 2020 SX Part 1 Physics. This is a very standard question. These type of questions, they are very much there in class 12th or those who have prepared for JEE mains or advanced. So they would have done these type of questions quite a lot. It's a very standard type of question in which uh, one of the rules is flouted. That means when we talk about the revolution of electron around a hydrogen-like atom or hydrogen-like nucleus. So basically, there are two standard equations which are used to solve such questions. One is the force equation, that is centripetal force causing the motion around the nucleus, and second is the quantization rule, Bohr's quantization rule. And so both basically in such questions, one of the rule is flouted, or one of the rules does not hold any anymore, and according we have to solve the question as per the new situation. So basically here the quantization rule has been flouted. That means the angular momentum is not quantized, rather the energy has been quantized. Okay, so how do we do such a question? So very simple, we can say that suppose this is the nucleus which has a charge Ze and an electron is revolving with which has a charge E. So we can say that, and if the radius of the circular motion is r, so we can say that mv square by r, where m is the mass of the electron, that should be equals to electrostatic attraction force k into q1, which is the charge on the nucleus, into q2, which is the charge on the electron, k q1 q2 by r square. Okay, so one r will be cancelled. One is this. Now the total energy of this system is minus E naught by n. Okay, although it's not mentioned here total energy, but let us. I think if they are saying energy, so it we can safely assume it to be total energy. It cannot be kinetic, so we are assuming because it's negative, so we are assuming it to be total energy itself. Although it could have been the potential energy, but in that case, I presume that they would have written this as potential energy. So I'm taking this as total energy, so we can say that total energy is nothing but minus E naught by n, which is nothing but the sum of kinetic energy plus potential energy, right? Now the kinetic energy is nothing but half mv square, okay, plus potential energy is k q1 q2 by r. So k into q1 is Ze into q2 is minus E divided by r, right? Here I have not taken the negative sign, but here I will take negative sign. The reason is very simple. Here the negative sign just indicates that the force is attractive in nature, which we of course know. But over here the negative sign means that the total potential energy is negative in nature. So here the negative sign is to be taken. Here the negative sign just means that in the force equation the negative sign just means that it is the force is attractive in nature. I hope you understand this. Now, from here we can see mv square ka value we can put from above. So if you can see from here, it becomes kze square by r, kze square by r, and this is minus kze square upon r, minus kze square upon r. Okay, so this gives us minus kze square upon 2r is equals to minus E naught by n, minus E naught by n. So from here we can see that r is proportional to n. It is very obvious that r is proportional to n. So this gives us r is proportional to n. Okay, so this option is of course wrong. Okay, now if r is proportional to n, so from here we can see that v is proportional to 1 by root n, because if r is proportional to n, so if you look at this equation, mv square is nothing but kze square by r. Okay, let me write in the new slide. Okay, so mv square is kze square by r. mv square is kze square by r, and we already have proven that r is proportional to n. R is proportional to n, right? That means v is proportional to 1 by root n. because if you can put r as n over r as n here, that means r will be some constant into n. So v will be proportional to 1 by root n. Okay, so this is also wrong. Angular speed is v by r. Omega, we know that v by r. So that means omega will be, now v is proportional to 1 by root n and r is proportional to n. So omega will be proportional to n root n. Okay, so this is also wrong. Angular momentum is proportional to root n. Let's check this. Angular momentum is mvr. So of course m is constant, v is proportional to 1 by root n, okay, and r is proportional to n. So we can say that L is proportional to root n, which is correct. So option D is right. Hence, this is the correct answer to this question. So as I said, this was a simple question. Just you could have done it procedurally and would have found the correct answer. So I hope you would have understood. That's it. Thank you.